Welcome back to Dented Dreams Garage. Well, we did it again. This time it wasn't my fault. Still my fault. Doesn't matter. The point is, we got another Chevy Love. This one's just a parts truck, no title, none of that. It's a little rough. Are all Loves rough? I mean, can someone help me here? It's like every single Love that's out there. I only need a few pieces, and they're all so bad. But, I mean, you can't really argue with a $200 truck. So, let's get out there. Let's look at it. Let's look at the other parts truck and see what we're still dealing with there. Then let's go back and look at Shetland, our 1980 Love 4x4. And, you know, see what we can mismatch and all that, and hopefully make into an actual truck. Okay, so that's the Mini Blueberry, which looks way better than it is. But let's go look at our newest little parts truck. So there she is in all her glory. Now, it did have a 12-bolt rear end in it, which was actually kind of cool, but they wanted to keep that, so we cut the U-bolts and pulled it out of there. And trailered it home just like this. But one thing the other two trucks do not have, this one does have a back window in it. That's about to fall out, but that actually opens. This is, the other two are 80s. I think this one's a 73, and it actually has these style windows in there. And I was really hoping for a windshield, but it's got one crack right here that just goes straight up. Which I'll show you the other two windshields. They're far worse than this one. And it does have that chrome trim around there. So there are some useful pieces. One thing in particular is I need that door handle over there. Probably going to take the window knobs. These seats actually don't look bad. I mean, they are bad. They're absolutely terrible. But I actually think that I can use get these reupholstered, and they may not be, you know, too bad. Looks like we did some floor pan modifications, and I'm thinking that was for a 4-speed. And, oh, hang on. Open sesame, damn you. Ah! Hang on. I needed this emblem. But it does have a V6 swapped in. And is remarkably really sturdy for not having a transmission behind it. So that's actually interesting. Yeah. You know, there's all that. Man, it's starting to rain. This fender, can't really fix that. I can't really fix that. These are the best rocker panels I've ever seen on a Love. For the cab. The doors actually aren't too bad. This bedside could be fixable if one was so inclined. The roof's not bad. This fender is remarkably straight until you get to the rust that every Chevy Love has. The bottom of the fender's just gone. So there's that. This rocker, not as good as the other one, but still remarkably intact. I wish they made patch panels for these, I really do. I wish that windshield didn't have a crack. You know, there's just little odds and ends. There's a section on the other Love, the strap's in the way, that's like really dented right here. I'm probably going to cut that out and weld it. Didn't know this. 1980 the gas tank's here. 1973 the gas tank's there. You know? Then 1980, this is where the tail lights go. But apparently they went down here in 1973. So that's interesting. Now this rear bumper, I might actually be able to make work. Unfortunately, this tailgate is, no. But it has some pinstriping, so that makes up for it. But yeah, I don't know if I can fix that or not. That back windshield is an interesting windshield since it's got the slidey door. But this is basically what we're dealing with for this one. Uh-oh. I'm gonna set this down again to get this hood shut. One might be able to use the hood, but there is some cancer right here in the front. All right, well, that's the new one we brought home. It's really raining now, so I'm gonna try to be quick. This rear bumper, I want to say it's seen better days, but it probably hasn't. This tailgate, let's not even talk about it. Bed, not much. Bedside, maybe. Door, maybe. This cab is completely shot. This fender's completely shot at the bottom still. This hood, we might actually be able to make work. Not a lot of rust, not a lot of dents, but it's got this one right here. Maybe that can be, well, maybe it could even be hammered and dollied. I don't know. Can't open the driver's door on this one anymore. The bench seat's in actually remarkably good shape, and so is the dash. So there is some stuff in here that can definitely come out and be used. That bedside's not the worst I've ever seen. And we can't open the door anymore because it tries to just fall off. Wow, that fender, I didn't notice before. That fender's not that bad. Maybe I can fix that one. And the grill's okay. All right, now we all know Shetland at this point, but our $200 truck that we just brought home has provided us. Give you a look at her current front end. And I know this is lipstick on a bulldog, but you know, this 1973 grill won't actually look too bad in there. And these are $120 for a set on eBay. So let me just, I mean, if they were, I know it looks terrible, but still, that looks about 3 times more like a truck. I get those screwed in there. Now that driver's side fender from the blue one maybe could come over here and replace this sucker, because this fender is it's a little checked out. That's why it's at Dented Dreams Garage. I wouldn't have got it if it wasn't so dented. But this fender's, I want to, yeah, it's done. So this hood, obviously, I mean, it catches the rain really nicely. So there's that. And you can just, it's so hard to show this on camera, but I mean, it is just dented. It's like a miniature version of the Hulk jumped on it right there. It hit a deer and it just annihilated the front end of this thing. This fender's the same way. It's just completely mangled beyond belief and rusty in all your spots. So I need to get rid of these little farm truck mirror things. Rocker panels are not looking great. No, they don't make replacements for those either. The bed's pretty much fine on here. Like surface rust. Still, this is actually the best tailgate I have. But she's got some mostly surface, but some through spots that yep. This is that dent I was talking about. It's just right here, and I can't get to it. So I was thinking maybe I could just cut it out, weld in another piece right there. And this rocker about in cab corner about the same. But I need the door handle from that one. I'll probably take those black interior covers and put them in here. The lower part of the dash isn't too bad, but the upper part is not pretty anymore. It's got a lovely cover though. And I desperately need a windshield. This is the worst out of the three, but all of them have cracks, so you know, that's what we got. Thanks for watching. This has been another journey on our path to hopefully getting this Chevy Love ready to go for the future. We have plans to take this to the No Name Nationals, which I do believe the next one will be in September. So we've got to get, from the 3 Loves that we got to get one of them in ship shape. Still haven't fully decided on the powertrain, though we do have one small block Chevy. We've got a turbo 350. We've got a 204R. We've got a 4.3 liter V6. We have a 4-speed Saginaw. So we've got options. Just kind of depends what we're going to do. I think one of these Loves I'm probably going to pull the body off of and start redoing the frame, like from the frame up. The trickiest part of that, or the reason for doing that, is because Shetland herself is a 1980 Love 4x4, and it might run really terrible, but everything is actually there and functional, and I don't really want to mess that up. Definitely not happy with the Isuzu motor at all. In fact, that might be the worst engine that Chevy allowed to be put into one of their vehicles. But I can't find an adapter plate or anything to hook that transmission up to anything else. So in light of that, do I want to mess up a 4x4 Love? No, not really. Does anybody care because they're Loves? No, probably not. But the Love guys would. And I kind of do. So we've got 2 2-wheel drive frames. In some ways, the one we just picked up might actually be the one that we use the frame off of. Looks like at one time it was actually set up, I think, to go to the track. Probably never thought it was going to go again. Maybe we'll go that route. I'm not certain. I'm just right now trying to get all these pieces together and really get a game plan, because September seems like it's a long way away, but it's really not. The winter time slows down all the projects. And not only does it slow down the projects, but it's not the only project that I have. The Monte Carlo is really getting in full swing, trying to get the 454 and 4-speed in there. As soon as that engine and trans is in, I'm probably going to move that over, and then we'll be between working on the Love, working on the Ventura, and working on the C10. Bella, I'm recording. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know, you're a pretty dog. But now you're about to be on camera. We need more garage space, I guess is what I'm saying. We're completely out of room with the Monty there. There's a big block right in the doorway, so I can't do much. But yeah, I mean, it all kind of depends on what everybody wants to see for content. I do have 2 deadlines. One, which I don't think I'm going to make this one. I wanted to take the 68 Ventura Power Tour. I don't think I'll be able to get the repairs done in time for that one, body and frame wise. But the love for the No Name Nationals, I do still have plenty of time. I think the Power Tour is probably like in June or July or something, and there's just no way. The amount of work that Ventura needs is outrageous. The love also absolutely crazy amount of work, but I think we can get there. The main thing I still got to get, I probably still need at least a passenger side fender. I could use some bumpers. I got to figure out the powertrain and get that in there. Doesn't look like they make a lot of replacement suspension parts for these. I saw on one forum that people are using Toyota parts some which way or another. I'm gonna have to do all of that. So it's gonna be a journey, but pretty worn out. Last couple days have been rough. Probably not the best video we've ever done, but I did want to get something up to kind of show you what we're doing with the love for those of you that are following Shetland. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas, all that. Be safe, and Happy New Year, I guess, too. Early Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. Take care.